Hi there, Lyndon Talbot here again, and I'm the founder and CEO of TLC Media Group, TLC Video Productions and FB Video Headers. Now, I'm a business growth strategist and I help local businesses, especially restaurants, in getting new customers through the doors and help getting existing customers coming back more frequently. Now, I've put together a 3-part video series with strategies to help you do this. Today, we're on the 3rd video in the series, and we're going to be going through another 2 great strategies today that, if applied, could explode your business. Now, first let me just tell you what I learned from watching the last video, the last 2 videos. Basically, I say a shitload of basically. I keep saying basically. So in this 3rd video, I'm going to try and stop saying basically so much. Now, if you want your business to grow by at least 50%, then I suggest that you listen up. The first, I just want to talk a little bit about your restaurant. Businesses only want results. You only want results, and you don't care less how those results are going to be achieved, as long as you're going to get the results with a positive ROI. So that means if you spend £1 on marketing, then you want to get £2 or £3 back. You would do that all day long. So now there are only 3 ways of increasing revenue in your business. The first way is obviously increasing prices. The second way is getting new customers, and the third way is to get customers, your existing customers, coming back and spending more money with you. Now, you want obviously to do 2 of them. We don't want to piss your customers off by increasing prices. So we suggest that you just concentrate on getting new customers and get existing customers coming back more frequently. Now, you can do that. You can double your business if you just got 10% more customers coming through your doors. And so for every 100 customers that you get coming through your doors, you just need another 10 more customers. Then if you got 10% of your existing customers coming back more frequently, and then the last thing is, if you got those customers to spend 10% more than they're spending now, you would double your business. You can get them to spend more with upsells like starters, desserts, more drinks. And another little tip is, on your menu, don't put the pound sign. Don't put the pound sign there on your menu, and subconsciously they're thinking about spending money. So if you take that pound sign away, it doesn't look, the money sign isn't standing out there, so they don't spend as much when they're concentrating on the money. You could also drop the font size of the price just down 1 or 2 points. But again, it's so they're not concentrating on spending money, because when they look down that menu, they see the pound sign, they see the font standing out, they'll tend to concentrate on that price. So if you take the pound sign away, drop it down a couple of points, and also don't on your menu put single prices like £10, £11. Always make it like £9.99 or £9.97 or whatever. It just makes it subconsciously, it looks cheaper to the customer. They'll look at that, say £9.99 as £9 instead of, if you've got £10, it's more money to them. It's just little variations like this that can make that difference between, basically, there again, I've said it again, but a customer spending an extra £1 or £2 each visit. And over the 12 months, that can add up to thousands of pounds. It can make a difference to your revenue of thousands of pounds just by these little tips and little things that you can do. Okay, so if we've got 10% more customers, 10% of those customers spending more, and 10% coming back more often, you would double your profits. Now, I won't bore you with all the statistics and figures on how that actually works out, but look, trust me, it does. You only need 10% of each of those. Now, it costs between 4 to 6 times more to get a new customer than get an existing customer to spend more with you. So So you have about a 5 to 20% chance of getting someone to spend money with you if they don't know you, if they've never been into your restaurant before. However, you've got a 60 to 70% chance of someone that knows, likes and trusts you and that comes into your restaurant. You've got that a 60 to 70% more chance of them spending more money with you, as long as you do the right sort of marketing. Now, of course, you need and you want to be getting new customers into your restaurant, so you need to market to them too. And once you get a new customer, market to them and make them become a loyal customer. Now, you're thinking, okay, Lyndon, you know, it's easier said than done. And look, if you have a strategy and a plan, then this can be done where you have new customers coming in weekly and existing customers coming back at least twice as much as they do now. Okay, today the two strategies that we have that can and will do this is email and SMS, like your text messaging. Now, I'll go through how you can do this, but if you listen till the end, I'll show you how you can and how you can get this all done for you, and also get a free gift worth between £300 and £400. It's just by staying till the end and watching these strategies, guys. So, right, with these two strategies, yeah, there's work to be done. However, the results will be huge, and you'll be crushing it if you implement the strategies. Now, you have to be doing at least this first one. Now, let's first talk about emails. Now, 95% of restaurants don't do this, mainly because first, they don't know the best way to collect the emails. Second, they're not sure what to do with the emails once they actually have them. Third, they think it's too much work. Fourth, they haven't the time. And then fifth, they don't think it's worth all the trouble. Well, I can tell you that it is worth all the above, as the results, they just speak for themselves. Now, if you do implement this strategy, especially if you coincide it with today's second strategy, it'll definitely explode your business. Now, one way to get emails is to get some cards. If you get some cards done with a bit of information, so they can fill in like the name and their email address, and also you can ask ask if they're happy with their experience by putting a little. First of all, you could put a grumpy bastard face at the beginning, then up to a big smiley face at the end, and just get them to ring it like what their experience was. Also ask them if there's anything that they would like on the menu that you don't have. This gives you some great feedback. And listen, if you get a few asking for the same thing, then to be put on the menu, then you just do it, just get it put on the menu. So now you give them, say, a 10% off their meal if they complete the card, if they put their email and name in, or offer a free drink. Now, you know your bottom line, guys, on what you sell, so give them something that's pretty of fairly high perceived value to get their email. I'll go into restaurants every freaking week, and 99% of them aren't doing this. I had one that actually came over. They put like this little silver platter thing down with a card asking for some feedback and asking for my email. Now, there was no incentive at all, but because I'm a marketer, I filled it in, but I'm not too sure how many other people would have actually filled it in without any incentive there. Now, anyway, I thought at last someone is asking for an email, but guess what? Yeah, I got no follow-ups at all from them. Not one fucking email, nothing. And mainly this is because they get their email and they don't even know what to do with it once they've got it. Now, another restaurant that asked for email, they were actually doing it right. You got like, it was I think £2.50's worth of points to use on your next visit. So basically this is prompting you to come in for a second visit. Now, this is one of those big chain restaurants, and yet they're doing the marketing correct with email. I get one email, I'd say most weeks I'll get an email off them, and they offer me deals and other incentives to get back there. But guess what? The food, it was just crap, and the experience I had wasn't very good. So to be honest, I don't go back there now. They've lost me. So yeah, you've got to... Now, you've got to, I'd say I do stay on the list, like, just so I can look at what sort of marketing they're doing. Now, you have to be giving customers a flawless experience every single time. You have to be of great food, great service, and do something to give them an experience that other restaurants, you know, that they're just not doing. It's all about giving them an experience. It's not just about great food, you know, and a great service. It's just those slight little differences that other restaurants are not doing, and it will make you stand out and get your name out there, and they will definitely talk. If you're doing that little different, people do talk about it. Now, you're not in the restaurant business, guys. You might think that you are, but you're not. You're actually in the people to people. You're in the people business. You need to be giving them a memory. It's something that they may look back on and remember eating in your restaurant. So look, if you have an average restaurant, you're probably going to be out of business before you know it. So if you have a great restaurant, you'll get good results. If you have an exceptional restaurant, you'll get great results. But guess what? If you have a super exceptional restaurant, you'll be absolutely crushing it. And there's not that much difference between having an exceptional restaurant and having a super exceptional restaurant. It's just a few small things you need to be doing, but all the time, that others aren't doing. Now let's get back to the strategy number 4. Now, if you do this right, you can send emails out to them weekly. Instead of them getting them to come back just once, you can get them coming in time and time again. Now, most restaurants, they just work on getting a customer in once, then hope they will come back again because of the food and the service. Now, this is a little naive and irresponsible nowadays. It's what we call, this is hope marketing. And like I've said before, we have to do things different now, guys. Now, to keep your restaurant busy, you've got to be doing things different. You can send emails once a week, get them to come back once or twice a month, and also increase the amount that they're spending with you. You need to increase the lifetime value of a customer. Now, the more you get them to come back, the more they'll be talking about your restaurant to family and friends, and so more people will start to visit your restaurant and try you out, and it has a snowball effect. So you've got to be doing email marketing, and if done correct, this really can increase your bottom line, your revenue by with at least, well, we'd say up to 20%, like, but at least that. Now, you're probably thinking, we haven't the systems or the time to be doing any of this. Well, the fact that you're actually wanting to know how to increase your sales and you're still here means you'd like to know how you can do all this. So I'll get back to that in a bit, but let me tell you, this can be done, guys. It really can. Now, remember, in the first video, the strategy of marketing to 3 times, not just once, to turn them into a repeat loyal customer. Well, this is the one flaw that strategy had. It's he didn't tell you like to collect their email. Now, you've got to be collecting their email. In fact, you should get their email and their mobile number, because the SMS, the text, that's the second strategy I want to talk about today. So now, if you get this, the text as well, this is it's just massive in today's market. If you can get their email and mobile number, you win. Basically, can you imagine if you had a customer's email, their mobile number, and was doing like the check-ins that we were talking about and the events, them strategies, you'd absolutely be killing it. So now, I remember it was a few weeks back now, and I posted on a thread on Facebook where they were talking about strategies to get new customers into restaurants, and I posted about email and SMS, and one guy replied to it saying, shut up, you dick. If you like the food and the service, it's great. You know, if the service is great, you'll go back. Now stop your bullshit. Now, this is how it used to be, and times have changed now, and we need to change as a business to stay in business. So I never said that you wouldn't go back if you had a great service and great food. But if you don't have their email number, but in today's world where everyone has the phone on them and most get their email and on their phone, then this strategy, you can get them to come back more and more often. You can send an email and a text blast and literally boost revenue by hundreds of pounds each blast that's sent out. So anyway, I replied back to this guy and said, listen, you look like a McDonald's type of guy. Now, how is it that McDonald's are always busy? People are queuing up there to get the food, and the food, it's total shit. Like, so why is this then when other restaurants are struggling and they have great food and service? And the guy didn't reply back, but look, they have marketing money. They spend millions and millions on marketing. They have billboards, they've got TV ads, ads in national papers, ads on the radio, the magazine, local papers. They're just everywhere. Now, us small restaurants, we haven't the luxury of having that much to spend on marketing, and 95% don't really know where to start and what they should do. However, if you market to them with email, SMS, your check-ins and events, don't you think this is going to increase your sales? Of course it will. It's guaranteed. I guarantee it will actually increase sales. Now, I go out regularly, and if I get a flawless experience, then I'll probably go back at some point, but it may be once every 2 to 3 months. Some places is only once a year. If it's one of those restaurants, say, that's 10 to 15 miles away from me. But if I can get their email, if they get my email and they're offering some sort of promotion to me on, say, a 3-course meal for a certain amount, or a buy one get one free, and you know, or they say, like, come and try our new menu, we miss you, then I'd go back more often. Also, you're putting your brand awareness out there. You're getting in front of people, and it's what we call TOMA. It's top of mind awareness. This is it's TOMA, top of mind awareness. If you're on their mind just subconsciously, then the next time they're looking at eating out, say with the partner, or they want to go out, you will be at top of their mind. Yeah, so you always want to be top of mind awareness. So even subconsciously, then the next time that they're thinking of going out, eating out, you'll be top of the mind, and they'll be thinking of your restaurant. So you can do the check-ins campaign, do the events, say, once a month, get emails and mobile phone numbers, do the email marketing and the SMS marketing, and I guarantee you'll increase brand awareness, visibility, and more importantly, you're going to increase your sales. So that I'm guaranteed that'll happen. So you should have realised just how powerful these techniques can be as part of your marketing, and I'm sure you can see how these techniques they'd help getting your new customers and bringing customers you already have back more frequently. It's obvious you're realising that you need and you want to increase sales and to get more customers. We all want that. So you're thinking, how do we do all this? Now, like I said earlier, if you haven't time to do any of this, or you've got no systems in place to get the emails and the phone numbers, we can help you out there, guys. We've got the perfect system. It's where we can collect all the data that you need, including the names, emails, phone numbers, birthdays. We can even get anniversaries if you want them as well, and that can be great. So now we've got 2 systems. They're both very similar but different. Now what we do is set up a system that runs 24/7, 365 days a year, targeting your most valued customer within a 10 to 15 mile radius of your restaurant. And who do you think is your most valuable customer? Okay, well, it's somebody that's celebrating a birthday within, say, 7 days, and you want them sort of customers into your business, into your restaurant. Like, so now 79% of people eat out on their birthday. They're eating somewhere, so you want that somewhere to be your restaurant. Why, let them go elsewhere? So people eating out on the birthday, it outdoes every other occasion. Like I said, yeah, like I said, 79% dine out on the birthday compared to just 44% on Mother's Day, 42% on Valentine's Day, and just 32% on Father's Day. Now, nobody seems to give a shit about us, Dad. So anyway, now potentially customers that have a birthday within the next 7 days, they're great customers. Now, it's because they're normally bringing in a group. They don't just come on their own, unless they're sad bastards like. But no, they normally come in with a few people, and they spend the most on average as well. They're the happiest type of customer. And this spreads across your restaurant. So, they end up taking pictures, they post them on Facebook and on Instagram. And this is getting more exposure and awareness, brand awareness out for you guys, for your restaurant. So where else can you get brand awareness, exposure and visibility to your restaurant 24/7, 365 days a year? It's very difficult to do that. Also, with these type of customers, your servers are going to be happier because normally they get bigger tips. With them being bigger parties and that as well, and they're happier, so they tend to leave more tips. And we do this through Facebook. And what we do, we create a great ad for you. We look at what offer that we can put up on the ad, so we get a great offer, and all the graphics, the creatives and that, they're all done for you. And this is asking them in the ad if they've got a birthday coming up. And because they actually do, these sort of adverts, they just pop out at them, and you know, they click on that ad then, which sends them to a form where we collect all the data we need. And once they've done that, they'll receive an immediate text and email off us thanking them, you know, for filling the form in, and they'll then receive the coupon that they can bring into your restaurant, and once they show it to the waiter or the waitresses, you know, they'll redeem that offer then. And once they redeem the offer, we then send them another text saying this offer's been redeemed, thanks very much for eating in our restaurant, and we hope to see you again. So now we also send them out reminder texts. Now we send these out like the day before of the birthday, and on the day of the birthday. It's just to give us a greater chance of them then coming in and redeeming that coupon. Now on the day of the birthday, the text that we send them and the email will say, we look forward to seeing you later. However, if you can't actually turn up for whatever reason, then don't hesitate to phone us and reschedule so you don't lose out. Now it's great because a lot of people will actually do, you know, phone you up and reschedule because they fear missing out, and people hate that. So listen, if they don't turn up, it's not a problem because we've still got all their information, and we'll be sending emails and text blasts out every month, 2 or 3 times a month to them throughout the year. So the chance of us actually getting them to become a customer at some point, it's going to be pretty high. So okay, you need a good offer though for a birthday. It's, you know, it is the birthday. You don't want 20% off. Who wants a freaking percentage off for the birthday? You know, they want something decent. Give them something free, like, you know, you could do a free starter or a free dessert, or even better, you know, a free meal, buy one get one free. So you want to give them something that it's high perceived value. Now remember, it's the birthday, so they're going to be bringing in, it's normally between, they say averages between 3 and 4, so you know, sometimes you could have 8 people, and they also tend to drink more on the birthday, so you'll be taking a lot more money from a birthday table. Then also we have all their information to market to them, to get them to come back, and you know, we'll turn them into a loyal customer. And then, you know, hopefully they'll just keep coming back to you. Now, how do we do this week on week? It's the way we do it is we put an advert in front of people for 7 days that have a birthday coming up. It doesn't get ad fatigue either, because normally with Facebook ads, you've got to be careful because people tend to keep seeing the same ad, and it just pisses them off, and you know, it doesn't look good when they keep seeing that, and if they hide the advert as well. But because we're just targeting people that have got a birthday coming up within 7 days, it doesn't get ad fatigue. It's seen by a different set of people the following week. So it normally tends to go out it reaches between 1,000 and 5,000 people that have got a birthday coming up within 7 days. It depends on your location. And then we can target those people that have got the birthday. We put a great offer in front of them to get them to come into your restaurant. It just gives you a greater chance of them actually showing up. Yeah, this then gives you the perfect opportunity, if you like, to follow up with them yourself by phoning them and saying, like, we can't wait to see you, and we'll have your table ready. So once we have their email and phone number, the date of birth, we then can set up a campaign to get them to come back to your restaurant time and time again. Now, this is our external birthday club. We're reaching out to different people every week that have a birthday coming up. You may have an internal birthday club already, but the difference is that when you get their birth date, it may be 6, 7, even 8 months away before they get the special promotion that they've signed up for. Now, you're offering, and you're offering, and then they don't get another offer for the next 12 months. So with our system, it's their birthday within 7 days, and once we've got the data on your behalf, we then promote to them with email and text messaging on a regular basis. Now, you know that everyone's got a mobile within arm's reach nowadays, and sort of 97 to 98% of people read the text almost instantly now. So just think, if you have a slow night, we can send an email and a text blast out to them and get them coming in that very night. And also, if you've got food that's going out of date, it needs eating before you've got to throw it, we can put an offer together that we'll then send a text blast out, and you know, we can get your restaurant people coming into your restaurant too, so you haven't got to throw that food away. So you know, this is absolutely huge. So we'd expect to increase your bottom line by at least 20%, at least that, guys. Now, the other system that we've got is our VIP club. Now, with the first system, it's you know, we're getting new customers coming into your restaurant, which, you know, everybody needs new customers. But now the VIP club, with this system, this is getting your old old customers. Some of them are old, but no, your existing customers, we're going to get them to come back more often. So say they come in once a month, we'll get them to come in. They should be coming in at least twice a month. So, you know, it just depends how many times they come in, but we expect to double the times that you know, the frequency that they actually come into your restaurant. So yeah, what we do, we get your existing customers to sign up to the VIP club and then market to them in a way where they will want to come back more often and spend more money with you, you know, when they do actually come in. And you may be thinking, yeah, I've tried this before, I tried to get people to sign up and it didn't work, so, you know, why should this work? Well, we get posters done for you, cards, table tents, and we show you a far better way that your customers will actually want to join your VIP club and sign up. You know, our sign up rate, it's pretty good. So yeah, they text a certain word that we set up to a number, and then we text them a form to fill in where we collect all their data, their name, email, phone number, and we can then send those loyal customers text and email blasts out every month, 2 or 3 times a month to the customers they already know, like and trust you. So we would expect to get a customer coming in at least twice as much as they do now. And we'd realistically expect to increase your bottom line by at least 30% with the VIP club. Now, with any of the systems, we guarantee daily exposure, a sense of goodwill throughout your community, brand awareness and visibility. You'll become the place people will actually want to go to celebrate a birthday, and it works great regardless of the economy, especially the birthday club. As somebody, they always want to celebrate the birthday regardless whether they've got money or not. So now, with both of these systems, we have all the data, and we'll send the data to you weekly so you can see how many people your restaurant has been exposed to, how many people have actually signed up, how many people have redeemed the coupon, the offer, and you'll know if this is working or not. Unlike the traditional marketing, where it's very difficult to see whether it's working or not for you. So now, even if a lot of people don't sign up, just think, if your restaurant is being seen by between 1,000 and 5,000 people every single week, even the ones that don't sign up, your restaurant, it's going to be on their subconscious mind, like we talked about, TOMA, top of mind awareness. And when they do actually want to eat out, your restaurant comes to their mind. So I've talked about the ads in the local papers as well, and it's really hard to know if it's actually working for you and if you're making money, you know, directly from the ad that goes in there. Now, with our system, you'll get a weekly report so you can see exactly how many people are on the list and how many are redeeming the coupon. You know, no other sort of systems actually do this. So you'll see your customer base and the list that we build for you, and it's all going to be yours to keep, guys, you know, including the phone numbers, the name, the emails. This is absolutely huge. You know, say you wanted to sell your business at some point, and if you have a list of customers, say between 2,000 and 5,000, it's pure gold, that is, guys. So now I'm just thinking now with Groupon. I don't know whether you've heard of Groupon or whether you've actually you've ever done Groupon. Now, Groupon, they don't give you the data, they don't give you any emails or anything, but Also, I know with Groupon they get customers coming into you, which is a good thing, but you normally have to pay the price by knocking 50% off your food, and you know, between 40 and 50%, and then Groupon actually take 40 to 50% in commissions as well. So you know, it can be good because you're getting customers in, but when you've got no data to be following up to them, you know, it's pretty shit really. But now listen, if you do or ever thought about doing Groupon, get in touch with us, because with the system we can start getting their name and email. So, you know, it just actually works perfect together. So yeah, if you do Groupon or think about it, get in touch with us and we'll have a bit of a chat about that. So now you may also be thinking, you know, you shouldn't email and text your customers, you know, it'll piss them off. Well, in the way that we're going to do it, it doesn't piss them off. We send out between 2 to 3 texts a month and around between 3 and 4 emails a month. It's just so you're always on top of mind, like we talked about earlier. So say we get a new customer and they don't actually turn up for the birthday meal, then it's completely fine, as we'll still be getting in touch with them, you know, throughout every single month throughout the year, and the likelihood of you getting them to come into your restaurant over time, you know, it's pretty high. Then with your existing customers, with the blast that we'll be sending out to them, they'll be coming in back far more frequently than they do now. Now with these systems, they're the best that you're going to find out there. There's no systems like them. So now, okay guys, now we've been going on a while now, and I'm sure you're going to want more info and there's more questions that you want to ask. So what I've done, I've put together a page together for you with even more info on it. You can click on the link below. There should be a link on this page to find out more, and also there's going to be a video there that shows you a little more of, you know, how it works and how the flow works, what the ads will look like. So now we've never done this before. It's going to be a first, this is, but because of all the work that has to be done on our half, we can only offer this to the first 10 restaurants that come through. Now also, we only want to be working with restaurants that are really serious and want to increase sales and revenue. Now what we've done, we've been into restaurants before, and you know, we've looked at the figures, and basically the figures aren't there that should be there, and you know, it hasn't been working, it's been failing, the system has, and we couldn't understand it. But we actually dug a bit deep, and we found that the reviews for the restaurant, they were basically shit. You know, they got like 50% of the reviews were 1 and 2 stars, complaining about the staff were being rude. You know, the food, it was microwave food, and you know, we don't want to be working with restaurants like that, because you know, it's just not going to work. So we only want to be working with restaurants that are going to be putting everything into this. They've got a great restaurant going, you know, with great service and great food. And then when we implement, you know, the email and SMS marketing and that, you can just crush it then. Now, you know, if you would like us to help you implement all this, then, you know, we have an amazing offer that we've put together just for you guys that have watched this video series. We've never done this before, and what we're doing, we're joining the 2 systems together to give you the birthday VIP club. You know, it's going to be absolutely amazing. We're really excited about this, and we expect to increase your bottom line by at least 50% over the next 12 months. So if you're doing around 300 grand a year, we'd expect to grow your business to 450 grand, so within 12 months. Now what we do, we get your restaurant all set up for the birthday club and the VIP club. As I say, we call it the birthday VIP club. There's a one-off payment for us to do all this for you for just 197 quid. It's normally 197 quid for both. And what you're going to get for this, you're going to get posters, A4 table tents. We do all the artwork and the graphics for them. You're going to get 3 posters to put around your restaurant that helps promote this. And if you want more prints, that's no problem. Just let us know how many you want, you know, and we'll get them sent over to you as well. All the table tents we get done, and we want a table tent on every single table in your restaurant. We get you A4 poster holders that to go on your front desk and on the bar. Now, we've also done a manager's training video guide to help you show your waiting staff the best way to promote this. You know, this is essential, guys. It's especially for the VIP club. There's also a video training on the best practices for you, the owner and the manager of the restaurant, so you know what your responsibilities are, and to make sure that it's all going to get off to a flying start. We've got a video there, a staff training one, that it's again for the VIP club side. We do all the graphic creations as well, customised specifically for your restaurant, where the customer just texts a certain word to a number and then they'll automatically receive a form for them to put all the details in. We make sure this all flows seamlessly with emails and text. Now, with the birthday club, we get you set up with an advert on Facebook where we do all the demographic targeting, the ad creation, the ad platform's all set up, so you're all set up receiving new customers into your restaurant week after week. How would you feel now if you was getting 50% more people through your doors? You know, I'm sure you'd be pretty excited and happy about that as well as a owner or manager, and I'm sure you would. So let me just show you an example of the type of the posters that you're going to have on your restaurant, on your tables. So basically you're going to get, I keep saying basically, you're going to get posters like this. These are going to be customised specifically for your restaurant. You'll get your logo, we'll get your restaurant logo on there. We get a special word for you that goes in there for them to text that word to a phone number, and then the system kicks in where they get the form where we receive all the data. And then you're also going to be getting A4 ones like that. I don't know whether you can see them, but basically the graphics, they do look really good on these guys. So we're going to get them for every table in your restaurant, and also for the front desk, and on your bar as well, like you could do with, because you want to sort of promote this. It's you want to be serious about getting this out there. And as I say, the graphics, they just look amazing, like. So now, what else have we got? Yeah, so that's 197 quid to get you all set up for that. Then there's going to be a monthly fee for us to get this all set up to our system, so it runs smoothly month on month. You've got the social media ad management, there's a lead capture system, a lead flow system, a reminder system, for the mobile notification system. Now there's ad spend. We'll be spending 150 quid a month in Facebook ads. That's included in the monthly fee. Now you get us on your behalf to be legally sending them a couple of texts a month through our communication system. Now this has to be done correct, guys. You can't just be sending out texts from your phone. If you've got their phone number, you can't then just send them a text out. You can get a hefty fine for every single text that you've sent if you start getting complaints. Now there's going to be no monthly fees for that. You've nothing for you to pay. That's all included. We'll have an email campaign set up where we'll be sending out 3 to 4 emails a month. We do all the creatives and everything for you. You haven't got to have an email system to pay for. That's totally included. Now, something exciting that we're going to be doing just for the first 10 that come through. And we can only be doing this, as I say, for the first 10 because there is a lot of work on our half. Now, it's going to be a first come basis. If you click on the link, it's going to take you to a page with more info. And as I say, there's a video there with a little more in detail about the system on that page, and it'll show you the 3 types of systems that we've got. You've got the birthday club, the VIP club, and then the birthday VIP club. Now, if you opt in for the birthday VIP club, not only are you going to be saving 197 quid for having both systems set up, but you're going to be saving 300 quid a month, and we're going to be throwing in bonuses worth over 6 grand over the next 12 months. Now listen, this, as I say, can only be done for the first 10 that get in. We're going to be putting this out now. It's normally 897 quid for the 2. It's going to just be costing you £597 investment into your restaurant. And now, look, it's also tax deductible, so really it's only an investment of about 480 quid a month, so it's about 120 a week, which works out about 17 quid a day. And now, if you remember, I used to pay, it was like 360 quid a month for two. I just had two ads once a month on quarter page ads in the local paper, and they did fuck all. Like I said, we're not happy if your revenue doesn't increase by, I'd say, at least 50% over the year. So if you look at your numbers and see if the small investment is worth it to you, you need to make sure you're one of the first 10. And if I was you, what I'd do, I'd pay the 197 quid now. The monthly payment, it doesn't go out till 30 days after, today, if you sign up now. And then if for any reason you're not happy, you can just cancel. It's not going to be costing you anything. We'll completely refund you the £197 and no questions asked. That's not a problem at all. Now we're also going to need, have a look to see if your restaurant's going to be a good fit for the programme, because we've had it before, and we've had a couple of restaurants where the programme, it just hasn't been taken off. It hasn't been working the way it really should be doing. And when we went in a bit deeper, we found out that the reviews that they were getting, they were absolutely dismal, guys. Like 50%, they were getting 1-star and 2-star reviews, talking about the staff being rude. It was like microwavable food, and people said they'd never go and eat there again. Well, if we put a program in place like this, you might, a lot of people, they'll go and look at reviews before they come into your restaurant anyway, but even if the ones that don't look at the reviews, they come in and get the offer, the chances are, we're not going to be getting them back in again. So, we want to be working with restaurants that, that put good service out there, put good food, great food, and then we'll know that this program's going to be a great fit for you. And if we have a look and it all fits, then we'll go ahead. There'll be a few questions that we're going to need to ask you first. So, as I say, if everything sounds great for both of us, we'll get you started. We'll get all the graphics started and the creatives to get your birthday VIP club ready. Now, if you get in now, at least you're in, and then if we work together, you're going to be locked in at that 597 quid, and you get all the bonuses then worth over £6,000 over the 12 months. And look, you can cancel at any time. There's no contract that you're under, you can just cancel. So now, okay, for the bonuses worth over £6,000, you're going to get a Facebook video header every single month. Now, it's a lot of work on our half, guys. These can cost above £400 for each one. And as I say, we're going to be doing one every month for you. So, for life, or for as long as that you're with us. So that's a Facebook video header, and they look amazing. They make your Facebook page, your business page pop. And like I said, we'll do one every month for you, so you can have a different promo, if it's Valentine's or Mother's Day or Christmas, or if you've got a special on. We'll create a fully customized video header for your restaurant for free every month. Now, you can check what they look like and what the normal prices are. If you go to facebookvideoheader.co.uk, you'll see the website there with them on, and you can check out what they're actually going to look like. Now, we'll also take your Facebook business page. We'll do a makeover on it. Obviously, if it needs it, if it's fine, then we won't touch it. But if it needs, we'll have a look at it, see if everything's in order. And if not, we'll sort it out for you. That's got to be worth at least 297 quid. Now, my team's been on to me saying, we only want to do 5 restaurants. It's going to be too much work for us, but I said it's my company, and you're going to do as I say. No, I didn't say that. But no, what I do, I want to help at least 10. This with the bonuses, 10 restaurants. Now, I had a bricks and mortar store a few years back now, before I got into as a business growth strategist, and I know firsthand the difficulties of running a business where your bills keep coming in, you know, even if you're getting no customers. I remember we'd had the keys about a week. We were getting ready to set up and open up, and we were a long way off opening up, and the fucking council bill come through the door, and we had a bill for 1,860 quid for the month. And I had to pay 3 months up front on the rent as well. That was over 6,200 quid. We were paying nearly £4 grand a month just for rent and rates. Then you've got your staff, you've got your heating, there's card machines, insurance, water, all of the costs that go with it. It's fucking hard, guys. I know what it costs, you know, of running a business. You put everything into it, you know, your hearts and your soul, everything, and it's difficult, you know, to make it work. Now, this is why I want to help local businesses. I mean, you see that many closing down nowadays, and it just breaks my heart, like, because we had to close ours down going back a few years ago. So it is just a shame, but you know, if we can give you a chance to grow month on month, help owners not have to be worrying, you know, if they can meet the next week's payroll or the next month's payroll. You know, and also now I'm sure you've got a Facebook business page, but listen, if you haven't, we're going to take care of that for you. We'll get you up and running with a professional Facebook page. You know, we'll put you and one of the amazing video headers on it, and that's not going to cost you at all. So now that's not all. We're also going to be doing the check-in campaigns. Now, if you remember the last video, we talked about doing check-in campaigns and the events. Now, this is massive for your business, guys, for awareness and visibility. You should be doing these. Now, what we're going to do, we'll get you the A4 signs like that, customised to your restaurant, to put you know, at front of house, on the bar and that. Just put, like, I mean, we'll have a chat, like, but I suggest, say, get 5% off your meal, or get a free soft drink or whatever, or half a pint of beer, like, or something like that. Just get them to, you know, to check in. You've got to give them some incentive. And then we'll also be doing like the little 6 before cards, table tents then, that'll go on every single table in your restaurant. And as I say, these are going to be the same as them, the same graphics and that, customised for your restaurant. So, you know, that's got to be worth at least 197 quid to do that as well. So yeah, that's we'll throw that in for you. Now, also what we're going to do is we're going to do your first event, like we talked about last month. We'll get your first event up and running so you can go forward. We'll have a chat with you what's the best way to do events and that. There's going to be no charge there. That's worth $4.97 because we're going to do you a video header on your events page as well. You can do them now. So, you know, we just want to get you off to a flying start with that. So now we do offer a 60-day money back guarantee. You know, if you're not happy with the results that we get you, then, and you know, and the exposure that you're going to get, then you can get your money back. You know, if you're not happy, then we're definitely not happy. So we just want to make you know, get rock and rolling with this and get it all working. We want you crushing it. So you know, if you want to crush it, increase your customer base, increase your sales and increase your profits, just click the link provided on this page, and if I was you, I'd get in now so you can get on this great deal. Now look, if you want to have a chat with us first to see if it's going to be a good fit for you and find out more about it, then you can either telephone us, the telephone number's on this page, or email us at support@tlcmediagroup.co.uk. But if you do want to make your business grow month on month and get in an amazing price with all the bonuses, do so now. You know, with the massive bonus we're offering, which is basically the cost of the monthly program, you'll be doing a lot more than 95% are doing now. So yeah. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to show you a few figures now of what this the Birthday VIP Club could actually do for your business. I've got some figures here. I'm going to use the whiteboard. I'm hoping that you're going to be able to see this, guys. All being well, you will. Now, we spoke to you about the Facebook ads that we're putting out. We're going to be spending 150 quid a month. That's included in your $5.97. And it's going to be, you're going to be seeing between 1,000 and 5,000 people are going to see that advert every single week. It just depends on your location, like we said. So what I'm going to do, we're going to go on the low numbers here. These are very conservative numbers. So if we look at 1,000 people, say 1,000 people are seeing your ad just once a week. So over the month, you're looking at, there's going to be 4,000 people that are actually seeing your ad each month. Now, we'll go on 20%. Say you get 20% that actually, 20% actually opt in and give us the information that we want. That equates to 800 people. Now, out of that 800 people, it'd be nice if all of them actually came in and redeemed the coupon and come into the restaurant. It's not going to happen, guys. There's no marketing out there where you're going to get 100% results. Now, what we'll say is 20%. So if we just go on 20% actually redeem the coupon, come into your restaurant and redeem the coupon, that equates to 160 customers coming in at we work on with a birthday group that come in. I mean, you could get 10 people come in. It might they sort of average 3 to 4 people, and with drinks we'll say 80 quid for a birthday table. So if they're spending £80 and you've got 160 people coming in over the month, you're looking at £12,800 extra a month in revenue, and this is going to equate to 153,600. Now, yeah, you might be thinking, there's no way would we be able to make that? Well, seriously, you can do. That's just off the birthday club. But if you're sort of a bit reluctant, thinking no, that's not going to work, like, but we'll go on just 10%. And as I say, these are all conservative figures here, guys. So if we go on the same 4,000 a month, that could be up to 20,000, that could, depending on your location. But we'll go on 4,000 and just say 10% of those that see that ad actually opt in, and give us their details. That's going to equate to 400 people. Now, again, if we say 10% of those 400 people come in and redeem the coupon and come into your restaurant, that's just 40 people. I mean, that over the month, guys, I mean, that's a silly figure really, but we'll go on that 40. And again, we'll look at 80 quid a table that they're spending. So you've got the 80 times 400 works out at 3,200 quid a month, which over the year is £38,400. But this doesn't stop there, guys. If you look, there's 10% of those 400 people. That leaves us 360 people still. We've got their email and phone numbers that still every single month we're going to be marketing to them. We're going to be sending blasts out to them every week. Basically they're going to get like about 3 to 4 emails a month, a couple of texts a month. So we're going to go for them 360 customers, and eventually we'd expect to get perhaps another 20, 30, could be 50% of those 360 that are coming. So this is just that could be at least double that, and that's just going on your 10%. So that's the birthday club. Now, if we look at the VIP club, now this is going to work on, I mean, we go through all the figures with you guys. So, but we work on how many unique customers you're getting coming in every month. And you might have 2,000 customers coming in each month. So if we work on 1,000, if you've got 1,000 customers coming in a month, now because they know, like and trust you, and we're going to give them a good offer to join the VIP club, we would normally expect around 75% of those your loyal customers to sign up for the VIP club. Now if we go on just 50% that are actually going to sign up, that gives us 500 customers that are going to be in the VIP club. Now if we work on, we'll go on the same 10%. So if we get 10% of those 500 customers, which equals 50, you get 50 customers coming in with the emails and the text blast that we're going to be sending out to them. If you get 50 people coming in once a month and spending just 30 quid on a table, that's going to equate to 1,500 quid every month. So over the year, yeah, we're looking at 18,000 quid. I'll pop that there. So with just 10% of 1,000 customers a month, as I say, if we get 50% on the VIP list, so in total with the VIP club and the birthday club, you're looking at £56,400. Now, as I said, these are really conservative numbers here, guys. This is just going on 10%, just going on 4,000 a month senior ad. You can get that a week in some locations, senior ad. And as I say, and then that figure, we've still got 90% of that figure that we'll be promoting to each month, and hopefully eventually get them coming in and making them loyal customers. As I say, this can easily add up to easily 100,000, and the bigger your restaurant, it could be 200,000. So you know, it's just massive. There's no systems out there, guys, that have got that we can do what we do and collect all the data that we're collecting. Now basically, guys, that's whoop, it's just dropped. That's me done, and I just want to thank you so much for taking your valuable time. You know, you're so busy in restaurants, and look, if you decide you don't want to take it any further with us, that's totally fine. I just hope that you have got plenty of value from this. Even if you don't want to take us up on the offer, but you want to do like the emails and SMS, you know, the text yourself, get in touch with us. We'll go into it more depth of what systems and that you need and what you've got to do. Look, we really want to help you succeed. So look, just do the check-ins and the events at least. You know, that's hardly costing you anything, and the extra exposure and visibility you're going to get, you definitely will be getting more customers coming in, and holy shit, if you end up doing, you know, all 5 strategies that we've talked about, you will absolutely crush it. You know, 2018 for you going into 2019, you're going to be massive. So now, I did promise you a freebie, even if you don't want to do anything with us. Like now, if you fill in your details, there's a form below. You fill that in, you're going to get a Facebook video header. We're going to do a customized video header for you, totally free, which is worth up to 447 quid. That's just for spending time with us, guys, and you know, going through the 3 videos. So once again, I want to thank you so much for your time, and listen, I hope to be speaking with you very soon. So that's Lyndon Talbot signing off. Cheers, guys. Bye.